Hello, Aries, and welcome to your tarot card reading for May 2024. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jane, and in these readings we really go through a tarot card prediction and astrology prediction. I really try my hardest to link these two together to give you the most accurate predictions that you can possibly get here on YouTube. So we are going to go ahead and get right into this. If you are interested in a private reading, I've made some changes to my offering, and as of May 1st, those will be made available on my website for booking. So if you're interested, the links can be found in the description box and the pinned comment down below. So be sure to keep your eyes open for that. I'm very excited to be connecting with all of your energy this month. It's a very exciting month as we have Jupiter coming into Gemini at the end of May. We have Taurus season. We have Venus and Mars in rulership. We have really wonderful things happening in the sky that are going to help push us forward. So with that being said, you're welcome to check out your sun, moon, or rising sign. If you're brand spanking new and you have no idea, just check out your sun sign. That's fine. And if you're kind of exploring, please check out all three of those signs to see which one resonates with you the most. Some readers will resonate with different placements. So if you resonate more with your sun or rising with me, then that would be who you would watch with me. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Thank you all again. You guys know I love and appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So let's go ahead and get started. Hello, Aries, and welcome to your May 2024 tarot card reading. We're going to get started with an oracle card for the month. So what is it that Aries needs to know for May 2024? Perfect moments. Okay, beautiful. I love this for you because it just feels like with Mars in your sign, we had that huge eclipse in your sign, conjunct Chiron. We had a Mercury retrograde alongside of it. It was just like a really condensed month. Now, it may not necessarily have been associated with anything bad, but I do think that this month with Mars in your sign, there's a big push toward your goals, toward your ambitions, your manifestations, and I think you actually will have some perfect moments. Like I think you'll have some moments of relief and moments of gratitude and moments where you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is, maybe finally moving along, finally changing. My circumstances feel a little bit different. I feel a little bit more in control of things right now. And that is such a great mindset and such a great just sort of energetic space to be, to bring so many other more things to fruition. So I do think Mars in Aries is a really powerful manifestation transit. It's not necessarily, it's not like the longest transit. It's just like a little while, but it is certainly worth taking advantage of and feeling that extra push with whatever it is that you're really wanting to create. We also have Venus in Taurus. So Mars and Venus are both in rulership, which is amazing. So we have that beautiful balance of masculine and feminine energy. And of course, hold on, not going to pull all those. And of course, Venus in Taurus is really thinking about your money and your livelihood, your lifestyle. It's thinking about using your skills and talents in new ways so you can make a better life for yourself as well. So I've just had these little question cards, okay? Just points for meditation. It says, how does my body want to move today? And it says, when we move, we change our state and raise our vibration. This new elevated state becomes a channel for more energy. Are you moving your body daily? Are you passionate about it? Is it time to try something new? Now, yes, it can be actual exercise, okay? But it can also just be doing new things, doing new types of tasks, using even your mind in a different kind of way. It can be the full spectrum depending on where you're at and what you really need. However, Mars in Aries is a very physical transit, physical placement for Mars to be. So, I would suggest, like, if you haven't been exercising or you haven't been treating your body as well as you would like, this is absolutely the time to make the changes. Because again, when we're kind of manifesting and being in this higher vibrational state, It really, really helps when our body is feeling good, right? When we're eating well, we're moving, we're sweating, we're getting the toxins out, right? All of that stuff is really important, making sure our blood is clean, all that kind of stuff, okay? So let's take a look here at the tarot cards. So what is it for Aries that you need to know for May 2024? Oh, I love the Eight of Coins. You know, that card has been present for the past couple months. This month, it didn't come out as often as I have been seeing over the month to months, but it's here for you. And it's all about getting your head into the work, getting your head into your projects. And again, you may not have all the clarity in the world. You may not really know exactly where this is going to go or whatever, but I do know that you know at least the next few steps. You know at least what is going to need to be done in order for you to kind of get you to where you need to be. And that's what you can really focus on. I don't know that we need to worry about being so far-sighted right now. I mean, you can certainly have your grand vision, and you should, right? You should have that for clarity and like an anchor point. But for the most part, like taking it day by day is really advisable. Just wake up today, what needs to be done today, we do it, we check the lists off, and then we go. And I think you'll be shocked, because when I look at this Chariot card right next to it, I'm like, you would be shocked as to how much movement that you'll actually experience. The Chariot has this way of like transcending, like transcendence, where we transcend up out of certain circumstances. So there does seem to be this point of elevation that is possible for Aries, where you come out of something. And again, with this perfect moments card, I love this because I think you'll have multiple perfect moments. Multiple moments of gratitude, multiple moments of excitement and enthusiasm. I mean, as long as you're in that attitude, right? Of course, your attitude matters, the way you choose to perceive and contextualize things. You know, if you're choosing to contextualize something as it's bad, it's awful, it's poor me, I'm the victim, you kind of do that to yourself, then probably you'll just kind of stay put. But the fact is that I know you don't want to stay put. The fact is the planets have been pushing and pushing and pushing. Aries season was the breaking point. Taurus season is like, let's get to work season. Okay. So we have the aftermath of Aries season happening right now. And that means we have to like clean up after the storm. All right. And then we have this Wheel of Fortune, which suggests and even if it's reversed, I don't mind the reversal, but it does suggest that maybe you're coming out of a darker place, a place out of not a lot of control, a place where things have felt very heavy, very difficult and challenging or whatever. But this tends to be like that sign that says things are going to start lightening up. Things are going to start moving more smoothly. And a big part of this, I think, really is coming at the end of the month, which is when Jupiter moves into Gemini. And we'll talk way more about that next month because there's going to be a lot to talk about with it. But this really is a Jupiter in Gemini kind of feeling for me right now. Okay? Because that's really the time when we're going to start finding these new pathways and making all these new connections. And there can be a lot of positivity with that as well. Jupiter coming through the second house, I mean, it's not a bad placement. It's a good placement to have Jupiter and Taurus in the second, which is what you've had all year. But Taurus is just generally a very stuck energy. And even with the Uranus-Jupiter conjunction that we had last month, even with that, there was still like a drag. So now Jupiter is no longer going to be in Taurus as of next month. And so we're going to start feeling a lot more of that movement energy, which a lot of people are going to feel very grateful for, especially in Aries, third house activity, Gemini season, Jupiter comes into Gemini. It's just going to be like, there's going to be a lot. And I think it's going to keep you busy, going to keep you stimulated, going to keep you creative, keep you courageous. It's going to keep you in all these really high vibrational things. And I think you'll be really shocked as to how quickly things can actually manifest for you. So we have the Knight of Swords. Five of Cups. Okay. I mean, it does seem like you are wanting to get away from the drainage, Five of Cups, as quickly as possible. I don't know that Aries is hanging on or harboring all of this resentment and emotional baggage so much. I think you've kind of hit this point where you've let that stuff go, or you've healed a lot of it, you've worked through a lot of it. And really what Aries wants is to just embrace what comes next and just say that chapter is done. Because I'm not seeing, with the reversal here with the Five of Cups, I'm not seeing you cling on. I'm not seeing this heavy attachment. It doesn't feel like you're, wallowing and doing all that whole self-pity thing. I just don't see it. But the Knight of Swords is like, but it happened, and like, let's move on. Let's get on with it. Let's focus. Let's refocus. Let's redirect. Let's recalibrate, and let's just go for it. And I do like the speed, because I haven't been seeing that much speed this month, if I'm being honest. I haven't, it's, we got a lot of Taurus, all right, but I mean, I haven't been seeing things moving very quickly. Your reading seems to be a little bit opposite. Where there is a little bit, actually Aquarius and Pisces had a little bit more speed as well. So something's going on with this part of the zodiac, kind of the last and the beginning signs, where things have this potential to move a lot more effectively and efficiently than maybe for some of the others. But I am seeing just kind of this determination and this ambition, and like, let's go. I can do it. There's a lot of self-belief. And that's one thing I do love about having Mars in your sign. Not just yours, Aries, but like it's for you, but generally speaking, for everyone in the zodiac, I like Mars and Aries because it does have this sense of leadership. And when you take leadership in your own life, you take authority, you step into that warrior energy, it just kind of changes the game. And you don't have time to wallow. You don't have time for self-pity when you're making things happen. It's about using your mind power wisely. This is actually a Gemini card. So, we do want to pay attention to how we are using our mind. And one of the things too, a general theme that's coming out is, this is not a time where you need to worry about your mind convincing you of something, because there will be doubt. And I even look at this page of coins, and I look at the Wheel of Fortune reverse, and I'm seeing that there is going to be some doubt that you experience when you're going about your tasks, your Eight of Coins things. You're out here, you're busy, you're working, and you're like, okay, I don't really know what comes next. Page of Coins reverse. I don't know which step to take. I don't even know really what I should be learning right now. I don't know. So you have that doubt that will surface. And your mind can very easily latch on to that type of stuff. But that's why, like, how does your body want to move today? So even if your mind is like, I don't know, just get your body to do it. And I know that sounds really trivial, and I'm not trying to trivialize it and make it sound trite, because I know that can be really hard to do, especially like for me with my like health issues that I have. It's like really hard to just make your body do something. But like, this is that time when we need to make sure that our body is going through the motions. Because even if you're not emotionally connected, you're not fulfilled by it. Maybe you're not feeling all the feelings. Maybe you're not feeling all the passion. Maybe you're not feeling all of that. That is okay. If your body is doing it, then the work is going to get done. And if the work gets done, you're going to start seeing the results. And when you start seeing the results, you're going to start to believe. And then it's going to be a lot easier for your mind to get on board. And then you're going to have this much better mind-body connection where you wake up and you say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. So your mind is all excited, your body's all excited, and you do it. And then you're going to see even more progress. Okay, but don't worry about the doubt. It will be there. There's no question, because you're probably moving into a new realm of life, a new chapter. You're taking a big leap with something. So there's all sorts of new things on the docket. Maybe you are looking down the barrel of getting a new career or a new job, or moving to a new city, or moving into like someone's house, or a new relationship, or maybe there is something new on the horizon. Maybe you have no idea how you're going to get it or how you're going to get there, but there is something new to look at. And that's what I think he's doing here, because he's not spending any time, because Five of Cups reverse, like, why would I spend time on things that are done and over with? Why would I let my heart drain out and let my vital life force energy drain on something I have no control over? Because all I have control over today is my Eight of Coins. Okay. And this is like keeping it super simple. We do not need to be overthinking things. We do not need to be going down the rabbit holes of anything. It's pretty clear cut. You have a goal and there are things that need to be achieved and accomplished in order for that goal to be achieved. So just go do that. Okay, that's it. That's all it is. Just go do it. And with Mercury in Aries for the first 15 days, and then it's going to move into Taurus, both of these Mercury placements are just really honest. And being honest and being blunt and telling it like it is. Actually, that was the name of the Sagittarius video. Tell it like it is. Like, yeah, just say it. Just be honest, be brutal, be blunt. This is what it is. This is the objective truth. And move on with it. Okay. Five of Wands, the Tower. You've actually gotten a lot more major arcana than most zodiac signs. Most zodiac signs this month have maybe gotten like 1 or 2 major arcana. You've got 3, which tells me this might be a little bit of a bigger or more important month for you than maybe some others. 5 of Wands with the Tower, with the 7 of Cups. Okay, this is all the questions. And so as we move into Gemini season, there does seem to be some chaos going on here, but I think it's good. Okay. I love the Tower, especially directly underneath that 5 of Cups, because it just tells me how unstable and even how much more detached you are getting from the past. You're pulling away. Like, this detachment is so good. And this also may have a lot to do with Saturn being in the 12th house as well. Right? You are unraveling like 30 years worth of karma. If you've been, around for that long, you're kind of unraveling 30 years of karma, 30 years of structure, 30 years of the way that life has been and belief systems and things that you have been deeply rooted in. And the thing about Pisces is that I always use the word dissolve, because that's kind of what Pisces does. It just dissolves things. It's not necessarily the most wreaking havoc type of sign. I mean, it can, but it usually just kind of softly makes you move on. It takes things away. That's what 12th house is. Surrender, loss. That's why we have to have faith and belief in the 12th house. Okay, so a lot of the structure, the Saturnine, crystalline, deeply rooted things that you have dealt with that may have led to certain circumstances in your life, those are all crumbling down. And this is a month, especially because last month we had not only the eclipse conjunct Chiron in your sign, we had the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, we had Mars-Saturn conjunction, all happening at the exact same time. That was kind of going through the eye of the needle, and it really shook things up and pulled the rug out from under us and says, it is time to change. It is time to revolutionize our life. It is time to put yourself first, put yourself forward, put your own best interest at heart. It is time for you to make you number one in your life. And now Mars is in your sign saying the exact same thing. You put you first. It doesn't mean you can't love your spouse and love your children and be there for everyone. Of course, please do those things. But what's best for you is going to be best for them as well. Your mental health, your physical health, your financial health, your emotional health, all of it. If it's good for you, it's going to be good for them. So you're breaking a lot of that stuff down, still finding your way, of course. Now, I don't mind the 5 of Wands either, because I feel like this is just kind of pretty common what happens when you change and you start making waves. People around you who, I don't know, they're either competitive against you, they're frustrated with you, they're feeling left behind. Maybe they're even feeling like they have to scramble to catch up. Maybe they're inspired by you, whatever. But that 5 of Wands, you're stirring other people up by doing what you're doing. You are creating some kind of a disturbance because of your choices. But that means that's one of your perfect moments, I think. I think that when other people are scrambling to compete or fight or whatever, I think it's a good sign that you're doing something good for yourself. It's a sign that you should keep going and you should have faith and you're doing something right. And because you're changing the paradigm here, not only for yourself, but for many, many others. And this Knight of Swords is like good. We need the paradigm shift. We need the perspective change, and we need the new circumstances. We need the new life. You know, the new way of being. And Jupiter in Gemini is going to be very experimental. So there's a lot of playfulness that's going to happen. So we get to play with our lives a little bit over the next year. We get to play and transition and make all sorts of, crazy decisions, and we get to fail and we get to succeed and we get to jump back up again, get back up on the horse, and we get to go left, right, up, down, and all around. And like, we just get to do all these kind of crazy fun things this year. And we get to just kind of go along for the ride. And, if you're on the boat and you're going along for the ride, other people are like, oh shoot, I got to get on that boat too. That looks kind of cool. That looks inspiring. So the fact that you're doing all of this, like, do not underestimate the impact on other people's lives that you're having by doing all of this. And you may still feel lost, and you will. Gemini season is always kind of crazy. We don't always have all the answers in Gemini season, but that's what Gemini season is for, is to like research and to learn and to find. I always say Gemini is like a sign of mapping and roads and finding routes and pathways. And, like sometimes when you're, in a foreign country, you're walking around, and you're like, oh, there's an alleyway, let's go down that way. And you get to go there, and then you find like the best restaurant ever that's not on Yelp or Travel Advisor or something, right? So you have, this kind of fun opportunity to go down these sort of unknown alleyways and learn new things that you never, ever, ever, ever thought that you would ever learn in your life. There are a lot of big question marks ahead. There are a lot of big unknowns and a lot of big empty spaces that you don't know whether you're going to fill or not. But I would take that as like something that's amazing to look forward to. Okay? So I'm very excited for my Aries. So let's go ahead and pull out the clarifiers. So we're going to pull all these out. And we are going to talk about these in the comprehensive reading for another 25 to 30 minutes. So it's a really in-depth reading. So if you want to join, all the links can be found in the description box and the pinned comment thread down below. So be sure to check it out. So thank you all so much. Let's get started here with the 8 of Coins. Oh, there's the Aries card. The Tower. Ooh, reversed again. And the 6 of Cups. Actually, I really like that 6 of Cups for you. Four of Wands has been coming out reversed a lot as well, and that's the uprooting. Oh, I love that Knight of Swords. Absolutely love it. See, 6 of Wands, victory and success. Strength card. 5 of Coins, also reversed. Ace of Swords. That's the lack of clarity. I'm telling you, you don't want to rely on your mind this month. I promise. Your mind is not going to do you any favors. It's all about your body. It's all about the tasks. Just get it done. You know what needs to get done. You just do it. Beautiful. Chariot again. Double chariots, double towers, both in the exact same position, upright, reverse that you had before. Death, 7 of Coins. The Moon. More question marks. Okay, which is fine. All right, this is where we are going to pick up in the comprehensive. So if you want to join, links in the description box and pinned comment thread down below. Thank you so much, Aries. I love you. Have an amazing month, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.